Mark Twain is an American writer, and he said that anger is an asset and it is more harmful in the vessel it is stored than to the vessel it is poured. That means a person who is getting angry will get more anger within him than to the person he's throwing that anger to. If you want to be a calm person, you need to be more in control of yourself and you need to control your anger. Maybe you are 2000% correct and the other person is 2000% wrong. The question is not about who is right and who is wrong. The question is about you. Why? Why you want to be angry? If you know that it will burn you, it will have more problem in your life, then why are you getting angry? Now, this you have to decide that whether you want to burn yourself or you want to prosper in life. This you have to decide whether you want to be intelligent or you want to be wise. The first technique which I'm going to share with you is write and throw technique. This technique is so marvelous and I am the living testimonial of it. Whenever you're feeling angry, just take a piece of paper and a pen and write it as much as you can. Keep writing and writing and writing and writing. And without seeing what you have written, just tear the paper and throw it in the dustbin. I repeat, write whatever is coming in your mind without reading it, just tear the paper and throw it in the dustbin. When we are angry, we are overthinking. How we decide we are overthinking? When we are giving more time to the thoughts which we are thinking. When there is so much of thoughts that we are not able to break those thoughts. So what we have to do in such case, just write whatever is coming in your mind without reading it, just throw it in the dustbin. I remember once I had a fight with my husband. It was Monday morning and he went to office and I was very furious. I wanted to say so much to him and I was not feeling good about it. What I did, I took a paper and pen and wrote it. I wrote 10 pages. He did this to me, he did that to me. And at the end, I tore the paper and threw it in the dustbin. And I realized there was nothing to get angry about. So remember, write and throw is marvelous technique and you should try this whenever you're getting angry. The next technique is gratitude diary. Writing gratitude on a daily basis does wonders in your life. You can start with writing 5 sentences and with time, you can increase the sentences. You can make it till 10 sentences. After that, 20 sentences. You have to increase the lines. Do you know that when you go to gym on the very first day, you do not do 100 push-ups? You start with 5 push-ups and then increase it. If you keep it to 5 push-ups only, it will not make any sense. So coming back that how gratitude diary can help you to remove anger. As per Flourish Consulting, we all humans have thoughts, and these thoughts have frequency. As per them, anger has a frequency of 150 megahertz, and gratitude has a frequency of 540 megahertz. So it is very difficult from 540 to step down to 150. So, whenever you are in that gratitude, it's very, very difficult to be angry. So, it's always a good practice to wake up early in the morning and do this gratitude practice. Write whatever you're grateful for and have fun about it. Everything, write something new. Okay, this happened, that happened. I remember one day I wrote 100 sentences of gratitude, and after that, I felt such a bliss. You can write, okay, this computer, I have this computer, I am so grateful. I have this pen, I am so grateful. I have this mobile, I am so grateful. You can write, this oxygen, I'm able to breathe in, breathe out. I'm so grateful. Be grateful, and you will see the difference that your anger level has reduced. There is also known one celebration effect. So, what happens that suppose there is Diwali, Holi, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Eid. So, have you ever noticed that whenever there is any festivity, we suppose we are not talking to a relative of ours, right? And all of a sudden we think, okay, let's call them because it is festival. We talk to them and even meet them sometimes. What is that? We are feeling happy, we are in that gratitude, and we want to meet them. This is known as celebration effect. So, whenever you are happy, grateful, positive, it is very, very difficult to get angry. And when we are festive mood, we are happy, we are grateful, and that is the reason we also talk to the people whom we are not talking. So, to remove anger, it's important to be positive, grateful, happy. Third technique, it is it is laugh. Laugh as much as you can. Everything need not to be taken so seriously. Everything is not meant to be so serious. If someone says 1 plus 1 equals to 5, you say, okay, enjoy. I remember whenever I used to travel with my husband Ashish before, we used to fight a lot on the last day. And every time it happened like this, that we are fighting on the last day. And I'm thinking that we are spending so much on the hotel, on the place we are roaming, and we are fighting. So I thought this time I'll not fight. This time I'll not fight. This time I'll not fight. But every time it happened, occurred. So then I came through this laughter therapy. When we went out on the last day, he said something I didn't like. I just laughed. And surprisingly, he also laughed. Laughter is such an experience. It's a bliss that you need to experience. Sometimes we need to take the things lightly. So let's go to the next technique now. Fourth technique, forgiveness. J.P. Vaswani, author of the book Magic of Forgiveness, said, anger succeeds not by anger. Anger succeeds by forgiveness. Means if you are getting angry, it will not get over if you show anger to the other person. Anger will only get over by forgiveness. So, anger succeeds not by anger, anger succeeds by forgiveness. And these two lines are so magical. Mahatma Gandhi said, weak person can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strongest person. Forgive your enemies also. Forgive them. Please forgive them because they are the people by whom you are so strong today. Realize life is not meant to be easy. See them as your disguised angel. What is disguised angel? Disguised angel is a person who is sent to you to make out, to come out the best out of you. And these disguised angels are the ones who are around you only, within your family most of the time, one of the person you don't like, and that person you are not liking, but you are improving yourself seeing that person, the arguments of that person, and that person is known as disguised angel. Even if you have any enemy, just forgive them. Because when you forgive, it is a bliss. And you're not forgiving for them, you're forgiving for yourself so that you don't burn yourself. Let's go to the next technique. Fifth technique. Whenever you're feeling angry, just put your chin up and shoulders like this and put your arms back and then have a broad smile. It is very difficult to be angry in this particular situation. So let's go to next technique. Sixth technique. Have you seen the serial Marvelous Mrs. Maisel? That's an American comedy based on the true stories of stand up comedians. This serial got Emmy Awards as well. In one of the episodes, Mrs. Midge, who was a stand up comedian, Mrs. Midge Maisel, she gets her first gig. She goes on the stand that particular stage, and all the other contestants are laughing on her. All the audience is laughing on her and making fun of her and giving her very bad remarks. It was her first gig which she got after such a struggle. Manager gives her salary with no respect. But still, she's very happy that she got her first stage, her first gig, her first salary, and she's very happy that she has arrived. She didn't notice who is saying what. She had her purpose in life that she want to be a stand-up comedian. She want fame and name, and that was very clear to her. She was very clear what is her purpose in life. Are you clear about your purpose in life? Do you want to get burned by the remarks of others, or do you want to concentrate on your purpose? Remember the three P's in life: priorities, patience, and purpose in life. Seventh technique: whenever you are feeling angry, just open the door, get out of the place, and change the environment. Sometimes, what happens when we are fighting in an environment, the environment gets toxic. And when we change the environment, our anger level reduces. So that was the seventh technique. Eighth technique. This technique is very, very important and sophisticated and very useful. What you have to do is take a paper, in that create four columns. In the first column, write what made you feel angry. In the second column, you write why it made you angry. In the third column, you write how it made you feel angry. In the fourth column, you write what is your expectation. Now, what is your expectation is the main goal we want to reach. Expectation will tell you what is your personality, what you actually want. And write what is your expectation, that the fourth column, in the most detailed manner. I repeat, four columns. First is what, why, how, and expectation. Once I remember I had a fight with my husband Ashish, and I wrote what is my anger. I wrote that he doesn't give time to me, and why I get the anger, because I love him and I want to spend more time with him, and how it gave me anger, tears in my eyes and sad and gloomy. And what is my expectation? So I wrote that I want to have a dinner with him on weekend, and I want to understand him, that it is his job which demands him to go from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and I want to reduce my weight. Whoa, what did I say? I want to reduce my weight. So what does this expectation does is, inside beneath deep anger, there are other emotions which are there, which are irritating you and are popping up like anger. So, have you seen when you're angry, the fruits lying on the dining table, you say, what fruits are that? I hate their face also. You get angry on almost every person and things. So, most of the time, we don't know that we are getting angry, anxious on something else, but we are showing anger on something else. So, this expectation is very important. And remember one thing, you need to write expectation which is possible. If my husband's office time is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and I write, my expectation is that he comes to office at 5 p.m., that's not possible. If my expectation is that something which is not possible is not possible. Expectation has to be written what is possible, right? So, this is how this works. So, what happens basically is, why this anger comes on any other emotion. See, there are different kinds of emotions like shame, sorrow, irritation, apprehension. All these emotions are presumably weaker emotions as compared to anger in our society. We think coming anger is okay, but if we show the shame, sorrow, irritation, frustration, that will be less accepted in the society. So, we need to understand what is the reason which is making a problem and we need to work on it. And to work on it, we need to work on this column formula. First is what is making me angry? Why is it making me angry? How is it making me angry? And what is my expectation? The next technique is that whenever you're feeling angry, just do deep breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, and do this, and you'll feel better. See, anger is very serious issue. Anger is injurious to health. Anger can consume you. From anger arises delusion. From delusion arises loss of memory. From loss of memory arises loss of reason. From loss of reason, it ruins everything. So it's very important to understand anger and to work on it, right? So you have seen so many protests happens, road rage happens, terrorists, divorces. So much is happening on this planet due to anger. You step out of your house, you could see a person slapping another person. It's not a joke. We need to start taking action. Sadhguru says that anger is not a natural process. And still we get angry. At present, are you angry? No, you're not. It is not natural. We get angry. It is something which is within us. I can understand we go to retail market, we go to petrol pump, we go to a movie, we see people fighting. We can't do anything about it. But at least we can work on us. At least we can make sure that we'll not get angry. And slowly and steadily, everything will change. The whole planet will change. Our focus should be to work on ourselves and be nice to everyone around us. Have you ever seen that you are sitting in on your sofa and suddenly you're not feeling good? It's because of the vibration of the planet. Sometimes there is so much of anger and sorrow that the vibration comes and you're not feeling good. Make your vibration so high that it helps the whole planet. Be anger free. There is definitely elephant in the room and we need to work on it.